Hello, hello friends. Happy Friday. Today is April the 10th. And we are going to go ahead and get started with our Read Aloud. Remember, we are reading Junie B. Jones' First Grader at Last. You guys are almost second graders. I cannot believe it. But Junie B has just entered first grade and she hates it. Although she did find a friend on the bus. His name was Herb, and she decided that she might be friends with him since all of her best friends are dropping her. All right, and Herb is also in her class this year, so that makes it even better. All right, so we are on chapter 3. This one is called Stumped. Me and Herb walked to room 1 from the bus. He waved to Mr. Scary. Then I waved too. I'm not even scared of that teacher, hardly, I just said to myself. We kept walking to our seats. May was already sitting at her desk. She was organizing her pencil box. Lenny was at his desk too. Only wait till you hear this. I didn't even recognize the guy almost. Because Lenny had a thrilling new haircut, that's why. It was pointish and spikish and stiffest and straightish. That hair can puncture you, I think. Whoa, I said. Cool, said Herb. Gel, said Lenny. Shh, said May. Just then, Jose came hurrying down the row. He was rushing real fast, 'cause the bell was almost ready to ring. Hola, everyone, he said, out of breath. Hola, hola. Me and Herb and Lenny looked curious at him. Jose grinned. Whoops, he said. Hola means hello in Spanish. I know 2 different languages, and sometimes I forget which one I'm speaking. Wow, Jose, I said, you really speak 2 languages? Cool, said Herb. Big deal, said May. I know Spanish too. I can count all the way to 3 in Spanish. Does anyone want to hear me? The rest of the class looked at each other. Not really, said Herb. Not me, said Lenny. Me neither, said Jose. May didn't pay any attention to us. Uno, dos, tres, she said real loud. I leaned near to her. Shh, I said. Then everyone laughed and laughed, but not May. Pretty soon the bell rang for school. Mr. Scary got our morning started. First he took attendance of the children. Then we said, I pledge allegiance to the flag. Plus also we listened to boring bulletins from the office. Finally, Mr. Scary walked into the chalkboard and he printed a list of words. Boys and girls, he said, this morning I have a fun assignment for you. He winked at us and pointed to the list. I want you to read these words to yourselves, he said. Then, without talking to your neighbor, choose any word from the list and draw a picture of it in your journal. May squealed, very thrilled. Oh, goody, goody, she said. I love this kind of assignment, Mr. Scary. I am perfect at not talking to my neighbor. After that, she took a pencil out of her box and she started to draw. I stared at the words. Then I tapped on my chin and I scratched my head. 'Cause I didn't actually get this assignment, that's why. I said, I glanced in my eyes at Herb and Lenny and Jose. All of them were drawing too. I looked back at the board again. Then I stretched my neck as far as it could go and I squinted my hardest. But those words had me stumped, I tell you. Finally, I reached out to Herb real secret and I tapped his back. Psst, Herb, I whispered. Quick question. Which word are you drawing? May did a loud gasp. She jumped from her seat and pointed at me. Mr. Scary, Junie Jones is talking to her neighbor. See her? She's talking to Herbert. And that is against the rules. I turned my head. Blabber lips, I yelled. Blabber lips, May. Mr. Scary looked back at us. His mustache was not smiling. I did a gulp. Then I quick opened my journal and I started to draw. All right, that is all of chapter number 3. That one didn't have very many pictures in it today. All right, so that puts us at chapter 4 for tomorrow. The next chapter is called Clucks. But I'm guessing that you're probably making some connections to Junie B right about now. Maybe that you had an assignment that we did one time that you really didn't understand, or maybe a friend tattletaled on you and you didn't like that very much, or maybe even you came into first grade not thinking that you'd have any friends at all because they were all in different classes, but then you ended up making some new ones. So hopefully, as we keep reading our book, we'll find that Junie B. Jones makes more friends. She has Herb so far and Jose, so maybe she'll make some more friends as she gets through first grade. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to get on iRead today for at least 20 minutes. That's 3 times a week on iRead, and then iReady every day for 15 minutes. And I will see you back next Monday for the rest of our Read Aloud. Bye, guys.